This is CPM Precalculus Chapter 2, number 69. So here we're going to use our calculators. So suppose you wish to find the outputs for the function y is equal to x cubed on the interval 1 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 3 by tenths. So a quick note, tenths place, when we're given a number, if it's like 26.328 or whatever, the tenths place is this digit here. So working with tenths, we're looking at tenths is just the 0.1 digit, right? Alright, so your calculator can do this easily with the table command, alright? Because we basically want to find a table of x, given x, we want all the y outputs, right? We want the table from 1 to 3, working with tenths. So it's going to be 1.1, 1.1, right? 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, all the way to ... to 3. Okay? So that's what we want. So let's go back and finish reading the question. So they're telling us how to do it. Use table set, using second window to set up the table. Make table start equal to 1, delta table equal to 0.01. So that's our delta table. The triangle means delta again. Alright. Highlight auto for both independent and dependent variables. The function y is equal to x cubed should be entered in y1. So also make sure y1 is equal to x cubed. Right? That's our function. And the values for x appear in the with their corresponding y values. Okay, when x is 1.5, y is 3.375. You can scroll up and down the list with the arrow buttons to find the outputs you want. Okay, so what is the value of y when x is equal to 7? Okay, so x equal to 2.7. What is the value for y? Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let me bring out the calculator. Alright, so first what we're going to do is it says use the table command, but we want to first use table setup. So table setup is if you push second and window right up here, second and window, you'll get to table setup. Table start, they say to start with table start being 1, right? Table TBL is just their abbreviation for table. So table start is equal to 1. So let's go ahead and put 1 here, right? Push the down arrow, delta table, that triangle table we know is 0.01, right? So let's put, 0.1. So let's put 0.1 here, all right? They say to highlight auto for both the independent and dependent variables. So auto is already highlighted. So when we're done with this, let's just click second quit to exit, right? Also make sure the function y is equal to x cubed should be entered in y1. So click y equals, and in y1 here, let's make sure we have y is equal to x cubed. So put in x to the power of 3, right? And quit. And then finally, let's go up here in the right corner. It says in yellow table. So to get there, we push second, and then graph gives us table. Alright, and here is our table with all the outputs we want, right? They even say at x is 1.5, y is 3.375, right? They say it right here. Okay? When x is 1.5, y is 3.375. So what is the value of y when x is 2.7? So we can scroll down to find when x is 2.7, what is the value of y? Well, right here I see the value of y is 19.683. Okay? So this is helpful because it will basically allow us to fill in this table right here, right? We can go ahead and look when x is when x is 1, right? We know y is 1. When x is 1.1, we know y is 1.331. When x is 1.2, we get 1.728. I'm just copying the values from here. And this table, again, will allow us to go ahead and plot the graph. Starting, we're looking at between 1 and 3, 1, 2, and 3, right? Because we have x is between 1 and 3 for y is equal to x cubed. And we know it starts here. At 1, we know the output's 1. At 1.1, it's 1.3, right? And we could go ahead and plot these points and see specifically how the graph is going to look. At 2, it's 8, so it's all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up here. So I'm not going to really be able to graph this very well given the space. But you can see using the table, we can use all these numbers here to provide a sketch for our graph, all right? And the calculator is going to help us do that. So again, the question specifically asked us to find when x is 2.7, what is y? We did that. And this is just practice using our calculator. So make sure you are comfortable using your calculator to find this value and understanding that x is the input, y is the output when we put in y equal to 1, right? When we put in the graph here, x cubed, and then we're going to see all the y values for these corresponding x values in the output. All right, so let's exit our calculator, turn it off, and this ends CPM Precalculus Chapter 2, number 69.